you want to,
Yeah.
of course. But right now, I mean,
Goodness gracious, they just got eliminated from champs, guys.
my dad used to text me immediately after a loss. What happened? And I'll go, what the? Are you fucking insane, dude?
Goodness gracious.
So whoever's able to set the tone.
Here we go. Florida starting on good side, actually. So Minnesota picked this.
All right, well, as we said, last time we were here on Fortress.
I mean, Rokkr start off hot. I fucking hate the kill feed color they picked for Rokkr because I can't see.
Yeah, I can't see it either. That's a good break for Rokkr, though. They are in immediately. The number one in a good spot to block the spawn.
On the bad side, they find all the kills, and they were able to already flip these spawns.
Yep, they flipped that spawn.
You have to get the break, and you have to try to get the better side.
Yeah, Rokkr with a great start.
The P2.
Great start for Rokkr.
Minnesota Rokkr already putting them in the trap. Attached early on, the world champion on a 5 streak early. He can earn himself.
I will say, I feel like Rocker's potential is underrated. I mean, you have Cammy, who at one point a couple years ago was like considered a top 5 player unanimously. I mean, he was insane in Cold War. If he starts to tap into some of that, I mean, he's a threat. Famous looked great on the SMG. Attaches a vet,
Attached
multiple
5-0.
time champion. Formal says you always get to slice of that pie.
This is his opportunity here. They're right here. Top three guaranteed. He puts himself in a good spot with a win here. Florida in that P2 hill, though. Decent setup for the boys. Cammy finds 2.
As they start off with the initial P2 time, but Minnesota.
The pinch is coming in from number 5. Oh, and the spawns flip as well.
Fans combined for 2. They get the break right on back. But with 35 seconds, you don't want this side of the map. You have to be thinking a step ahead.
I mean, if Florida can win these fights front, they're in a good spot, right? They're holding those P3 side spawns. If they can get some of this P2 time while also holding P3, it's 2 birds, 1 stone.
Doing a great job buying time. Vance is unkillable.
Rokkr are in possession. Brack, without question, the player to watch. He eventually gets evaporated.
Playing with wall hacks, LOL. Yeah, they all have wall hacks on.
At least contesting.
Fellow, this is a nice little 10 if they can get it, because P3 is in their hands.
This is one of the best points.
Oh my gosh, Florida. This is looking good for them, P3.
P3 chain. Florida Mutineers only put pressure on through the front. They get at least 10
P3, once again, should be the easiest hill to hold on the map, like, realistically. I guess you got P1 and P5, depending on your spawning back, but
2 down.
Already combined for 2, and now the SMGs are
So far, so good.
My boy Johnson leading the lobby right now, 8-6. He's had quite the. I mean, every single player on Florida individually has been great.
Absolutely.
And the fellow is not slowing down now, and it's a beautiful P3 hold. Rokkr can't do anything.
Florida looked fucking great.
Oh my God.
Missing a few shots, decides to go for the heat check. Doesn't work out.
Last 27 seconds. Brack got a little bit of work to do here.
You think they found the compound B?
Dude, they might have. Look at that. Brack gets a big 2-piece out of hill.
Brack turned to the Homelander. Fellow A-Train.
And they're finding all the kills as well. Even though Brack is soaking up.
Dude, and they flip MN there. Oh my goodness. Number 2 gets out though.
Double doors. Capsule and Fellow do take down 2. But those 2 players are now going to come off spawn towards stage, so Rokkr are going to be gifted the rotation over towards P4.
Rokkr get P4.
Has to fight out of this spawn. And it's going to be Vico applying that pressure up through the street. Him and Fellow, the army of 2, going to try to flip these spawns.
He just walks through.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really weird setup from Rokkr. I mean, they are giving up an influential part of the map without any regard.
Now at 10-6.
He just walks through the map, and that's 3 dead.
Florida's
About
winning
4.
straight. Are you kidding me?
Just walks right fucking through.
That is a ginormous blunder from Rokkr.
Minnesota have to work from the back foot as we continue to battle inside of Kansas.
That's just another great break out of the Mutineers. They find all the kills at the right time. A little bit of assistance out of that team kill from
Minnesota end up breaking back in, though.
Still a 30-point game. Rokkr have the preferred spawns. They can get this final
Here comes the line.
seconds. It's going to be about setting around that Statue Hill. And all the kills right now in the feed are going to the Rokkr.
Good work from Rokkr.
Put Florida Mutineers in a little bit of a trap. You have someone that does sneak out in
Number 5's out, though.
What kind of impact can he make? Because he's the only guy on that side of the map.
Just past that 55.
Cap's going to find a big kill. He's blocking that spawn. Yep.
55-yard line here in Canada, Jay. Not a 50-yard line. Like
where's he going to spawn at?
Comes down to football. But
stage.
Regardless of it, well, he's going to try to do really as much as he can. Impact definitely felt. However, it's not going to equal up to a ton.
And we're looking at a tie ball game.
In here for Florida as that trophy will drop Brack, and with that, Minnesota with the time, potentially with the spawn trap not going to happen.
Look at the spawns.
To the left.
They flip.
There if you're Florida.
And that's a blessing right there if you are the Mutineers. That trap is starting to get out of hand, but Fellow
Oh my God, this is great for Florida. If they can block these spawns, keep them trapped, they stun number 3, kill him.
If you are the Mutineers, trap them as long as you can, because you know where those spawns are coming in. You got to get someone to back up, though, towards the double steps.
Oh, he slips the net.
One flip spawn to go out, and with Bans hitting this route, they already might have just done it. Florida on the bad side.
Yeah, you're starting to see a few players already on the right
Florida
side.
had an opportunity there. Now it's Minnesota's opportunity.
Coming up next.
Yeah, I mean, this is a, if you know Fortress Hardpoint, you know this is probably the worst spot to be in, but number 5 does get out. I mean, he's kind of your saving grace here. You're hoping he gets one and plays his life. Yeah, this is tough.
Kills here are big. Oh, it's a big kill by Dylan, though. Wow.
Yeah, Tash wins the one-on-one, secures the spawns for his team. Grays go back and forth towards the P1 hardpoint, and with 35 seconds left, you see Florida. They're more focused on flipping the spawns. Bracken towards the top window does take down Attach, but
Minnesota looking solid.
Too, and Florida, they still are trapped. You at least get one player to spawn over towards open, so Capsule will be able to win that gunfight, but the final 25 is going to go to Rokkr. Now, this positioning out of attack is so crucial if he can hold this down.
Big kills from Florida.
3 members of Florida hanging out inside of cannons, and with that,
they end up reflipping that spawn. But Attach, I mean, look at this spot from Attach.
He's corned up.
You think they're checking this?
I don't think so.
I don't think they're checking this either.
Wondering where is he hiding? Where could he be located? And right now, his position
Beautifully played from Attach.
Spawn on him right at that moment.
You see the spawn come in, his teammate spawns on him.
Alongside of him.
I mean, the slaying is definitely slowed down for Florida. Fellow having a great map, though. I can't say it enough. The 2-piece grenade from Fame.
That beautifully. He times the kill perfect. Once he gets that kill, his teammates.
Number 2's in a good spot here to cut spawners. Who's that? Fame, yep. It's good for at least one. He does get traded, but that would have been a huge win. And this is a big problem. I mean, Florida flips the bag.
Yep, and they read it.
It goes from a situation they can sort of cut your losses and just hold P3 to now they have to break P2 and then break P3. It was a big misplay there. Good play from Rokkr.
They are going to get this last 15, though.
Start to fade back and prepare. Florida, you want a break? That's fine. Enjoy the final 15 while we prepare again for a money hill. Last time around, Jay, this is where Florida really got a majority of the points that they have on the board. Now they're going to have to rely on a break. Last time it was a hold. Can they do
this? Could be game right here. If Rokkr gets a good hold.
Yeah, this break is everything right here for Florida. If they can get it. Minnesota
find the first kill. Vickle gets through.
I mean, yeah, Rokkr can put themselves in a position now where it'll just be a little too tough for Florida to stabilize, but
they find 2.
Yeah, Florida had a good opportunity there.
The re-pinches are in.
That's a clean 4 dead. Minnesota take back control.
Now they're in the fucking ranked spawn trap.
Oh, they're starting to smell blood. Attack just narrowly stays alive, and with that, he doesn't eventually fall. But Minnesota, they're starting to feel it. Inching ever closer to the 200-point mark, and for the Mutineers, with 20 seconds remaining,
and this is getting almost out of reach now for Florida.
With the scrap and just pray that you can hold down cannons for a full 60.
Yeah, you got to just cut your losses, because now Minnesota, with this remaining 10 seconds, are going to find themselves up by 100. They can play a little bit scattered.
Minnesota looks great.
Plays. For Florida Mutineers, it has to be a response right here towards the cannons. A full 60 hold, trapping it towards the back of
okay, I mean, Florida, I mean, they were looking great, and then somehow Rokkr
just turned it on.
I mean, that P2 was the biggest thing there. What sucks, once again, is that Rokkr had P2, but Florida had P3 spawns. So at least if Florida got full 60 on P2, they could have possibly translated that into a full P3. They overextend, the spawns flip, they lose P2 and P3.
I mean, these kills, I'll shut up because they're listening, but they don't really mean much.
He's on time, bro. Weak. Take up time. Listen. Okay.
I've seen this happen before.
I've seen it happen. P1 could come in.
This is great. Huge from Cap.
Oh my God. Hold on. 30 and 18 from Cap as well, 8 streak. 9 streak. They're winning everything right now.
Well, that was a nice check with Minnesota.
If 2 Rokkr players flip, this next wave could be the game.
Holy
Rokkr
fuck.
players need to play their lives on P1.
Oh, big kill.
Dude, look at that spawn. Number 4 spawns back P3, and one of the players spawned P1.
Oh.
7, look at 7. Let me see Brack's POV right now.
They kill attach. Vehicle can go huge here. Oh.
You do have a cruise missile just in case it starts to get out of hand. But you got to get Rokkr off at this point. You have brought this game back with a great
Kills him out of hill, perhaps?
Can he keep it up?
Oh my god, this is still doable. Very doable. They can't let him get out, though. They got to keep him trapped. These kills are
I
everything.
like this from Vehicle. This is huge.
Oh my god,
Oh my
Brack
God,
finds a
Brack.
huge 2. This is everything this fight. He wins it. Oh my god.
They don't have info on 2, though. Hopefully the communication is
Yup, it is.
on par.
Yup, back up. Oh my god.
Let's fucking go, Cap. 33 and
Yeah,
22.
no, he went
Are
on
you
a 10
kidding me?
streak to bring them back into this. Are they going to read this guy's shield corner, though? They got the info on him.
Fame can cause a big problem here.
Florida Mutineers have more bodies on the correct side of the map. They just have to be
These
able to
kills are
execute
pretty
the
much
break.
game,
But
no?
they've been
Yeah,
so good.
and
All
I
four
don't
teams
like.
have recent.
I think 2 is good for 1 here.
Cap finds the first.
I think 2 is good for 1. They have no information. They do.
They know he's there.
Attach.
Attach.
With a huge 2 fellow. It's trade. The trade battle. Oh my god.
Vance and Tammy starting to line them up. Is this about to be another?
Wow, that would have been insane.
You bet.
Florida, they almost get it done.
Dude.
Capsule starts going crazy. Florida, I mean, they were in the prime position until they weren't. They kind of go down 100 when they could have sort of mitigated that lead. I'm going to run and use the bathroom very quick.
Go ahead. I mean, Florida almost bring that back. That came down to 1 set of kills there at the end. Capsule. You see the frustration. He was doing everything he could out there. I mean, goodness gracious. Goes on a 10 streak on the P5 to P1. They were 1 wave of kills there. Attach goes big, comes in through the front. Obviously, the Fame pulls attention into shield corner. Attach cleans up the 2-piece. Attach goes large right there. Taking a look at the scoreboard, plus 10 for Cap. 4K for Fellow.
Fundamentals have been in play. You set yourself up, you cut your losses, and you set up properly to get yourself some much needed
Almost
time.
4K for Cap. I mean, goodness gracious. That boy was fighting, ladies and gentlemen. He was fighting.
Allowed yourself to get a nice little 100-point lead.